Hello Vorthos and Commander players, I'm Prospo and I welcome you to EDH Scout. The new Marvel Spiderman set is out and I cannot resist building a new Rakdos Goblins Tribal deck led by Green Goblin Nemesis. Hope you enjoy! Our commander will be Green Goblin Nemesis, the new Goblin Legend in Rakdos colors. He is the first Goblin Legend in Rakdos who scores 24 flavor points for the Goblins tribe, just surpassing Wort in flavor. The deck that we will build today will be a fully flavorful Goblins Tribal deck that focuses on getting value by discarding cards. Let's get into it. As always, we start with the ramp cards. We have added 13 cards in this section. Our commander Green Goblin Nemesis creates treasure tokens whenever we discard a land card and leads this section. The ultimate Green Goblin is a perfect fit for this deck as it gives us a way to repeatedly discard a card each of our upkeeps and create a treasure token as well. If we discard him, we can play him for his mayhem cost that turn as well. We will add the Fable of the Mirror Breaker for the Goblin Shaman token that creates treasures when attacks. The second lore counter allows us to discard cards and draw that many cards in order to synergize with our commander. Embracing the discard theme, once we discard a permanent card, we can create treasures each turn with Enterprising Scallywag. Pirate's Pillage will help with the discard theme and also create treasures. Impulsive Pilferer and Reckless Lucky will boost the treasures theme as well. Of course, we will add the cost reduction goblins, Goblin Warchief and Frog Tosser Banneret. We will add 2 sacrifice outlets that also help ramping, the classic Skirk Prospector and the newer Warren Soul Trader. Whole Squad Heavy is a lord for the goblins, giving them haste and also creates a goblin token once its turn. When we reach max speed, he will be a huge mana dork. Brightstone Ritual can give a massive ramp if we have enough goblins in play. Let's move on to the card draw effects with 15 cards. We will add Green Goblin Revenant, of course. He lets us discard a card each time he attacks. Then we draw cards for each card we have discarded this turn. The classic Goblin Lore and the new Pumpkin Bombs will give us card advantage combining with discarding. Tormenting Voice and Invasion of Mercadia help with card draw and discard as well. Sensation Gorger and Fugitive Codebreaker have nice mini-wheel effects from which we will benefit by the discarding. Quicking Pie Grab Fellows will force our opponents to discard cards with his flavorful ability. Zoyova Lavatong will also force our opponents to discard cards as it will be easy for us to descend each turn with our self-discarding. Slavering Nulls and Cabal Slaver will force our opponents to discard cards with their combat damage to a player abilities. We shouldn't miss the powerful and flavorful card advantage goblins, Conspicuous Snoop, Goblin Ringleader and Roosevelt Hordemaster. Finally, we will add Grenzo Dungeon Warden in order to cheat goblins from the bottom of our library into play. We will add 12 targeted removal spells. Fodder Launch will lead the way in this section. Rakdos Guildmage and Skirt Ridge Exhumer will give us a slow way to remove opposing creatures and mainly a repeatable way to discard cards. Twin Shot Sniper and Gem Palm Incinerator will discard themselves from our hand to deal damage to opposing creatures. Lay Waste is our flavorful land removal of the deck. Pumpkin Bombardment will help with the additional discarding casting cost. Stalactite Stalker will benefit from all of this discarding and also will help to take down a bigger threat. Munitions Expert and Volley Veteran are the most flavorful removal spells for the Goblins tribe and cannot be missing from this deck. We will finish this section with a flavorful version of Snuff Out and Bedevil. We have added 3 board wipes in the deck. Firestorm has flavorful flavor text and also interacts with the discard sub-theme of this deck. We will complete the board wipes with a flavorful Skirk Fire Marshal and Last One Standing. As for tutors, we will add Gamble with this goblin in the art in order to have a powerful tutor and a discard spell as well. Of course, we will use Boggart Harbinger and Goblin Matron as flavorful tutors. Hopefully, we will add a few +1/+1 counters on our goblins with our commander's first ability. Let's double them with Mahur Uruk-hai Captain. Boggart Troller will be our flavorful Graveyard Hate spell. This deck is all about discarding cards from our hand and gain value from it. Let's add some more cards that help us with this plan. We have already added the Ultimate Green Goblin in the RAM package. Let's also add Shadow of the Goblin, which will help to discard a card each of our first main phases. The second ability will burn slowly our opponents as we play lands or cast spells from our graveyard. Two goblins let us ramage. These are Ramaging Goblin and Goblin Picker. Firefright Mage and Grease Wedge Goblin are two 1-drop goblins that help with discarding. Skinbrand Goblin and Pyrewild Shaman can discard themselves for nice power and toughness boost to our other goblins. The Shaman can be returned from the graveyard with his second ability. Let's gain some more value with all of this discarding with Hobgoblin Mantled Marauder. We will use the new Mayhem mechanic to cast the discarded cards from the graveyard on the chip. These are the Ultimate Green Goblin, Raging Goblinoids and Rocket-Powered Goblin Glider. We will return the discarded goblins from our graveyard to our hand with Wort, Boggart Auntie and Boggart Birthright. Let's add the 3 versions of Squee that help him return from the graveyard. These are Squee Dubious Monarch, Squee Goblin Nabob and Squee the Immortal. We have left 37 slots for the lands. We start with the flavorful Auntie's Hovel, Goblin Burrows and Den of the Bugbear. We will boost the discard theme with Aveskar Raceway, Rick's Muddy Dungeon Palace and Takanawa Abandoned Mire. As for the duals, we will add Bloodstained Mire, Blood Crypt and Raucous Theatre. Blazemire Verge, Luxury Suite and Dragon Skull Summit will follow. Rakdos Carnarium is the bounce land in our colors. Don't forget to add this flavorful version of Command Tower with our commander, the Green Goblin in the art. Canyon Slow can be cycled away and boost the discard theme. We will add Forgotten Cave and Barren Moor for the same reason. 3-3 City will lead the way for the flavorful Typal lands. Secluded Courtyard and Unclaimed Territory will follow. Let's finish with 11 mountains and 6 swamps in these nice spiderweb versions. This was our flavorful Goblins Tribal deck tech in Rakdos colors. The deck is led by the new Green Goblin Nemesis and focuses in the Goblins tribe with a heavy discard sub-theme. We have added some ways to utilize our graveyard as well. It can be placed in the third commander bracket as it has 1 game changer and 3 non-land tutors. It reached 949 flavor points. We have spent around $200 for the deck. Let's discuss now a more budget version by replacing the 10 more expensive cards of the deck. Bloodstained Mire will be replaced by the slower fetch land Rocky Tar Pit. Blood Crypt will give its place to Geothermal Bog, a fetchable tapped land in our colors. Instead of surveilling with Raucous Theatre, we will draw cards with Tramway Station. Luxury Suite will be replaced by Gay Rich Sanitarium to boost the discard sub-theme. 3-3 City will be replaced by Path of Ancestry. War and Soul Trader will be replaced by Network Terminal, a flavorful mana rock that help with the discard sub-theme. Firestorm will give its place to the flavorful Boom Pile. Gamble will be replaced by the classic Goblin Recruiter, which is finally more affordable after the recent reprint in Mystery Booster 2. Wort will give its place to Mad Auntie, another interesting goblin from the original Lorwyn set. And finally, Fable of the Mirror Breaker will be replaced by this flavorful version of Dark Bargain. By changing these 10 cards, we have reduced the budget of the deck to more affordable levels. Now we need to spend a bit less than $70. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have added anything else to your Green Goblin Nemesis deck. Please like, share and subscribe. See you soon with more tribal flavorful deck techs.